Hey, Cameron Fields here, founder of SIPS and the creator of the Quantum Leap Method. I just wanted to congratulate you on getting my new network marketing guide to getting 2 to 3 to even 10 times the amount of leads to your business in 90 days. Now, you should be getting this email any minute now with this guide. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that you understand how to put this guide to work for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through this guide step by step so that you can go out today and start working on generating qualified leads to your business and end the total frustration of not getting leads to your business. Sounds good? Okay. So what I'm going to cover in this training is the 3 things you need to understand so that you can open the floodgates of qualified leads. Now, get these 3 things right and you will never have to worry about having a lead problem ever again. I guarantee it. This is a simple marketing strategy that's not going to take a lot of time nor a lot of money to put into action. It's not complicated. Actually, this may be the most simplest lead training you have probably ever seen, because what I'm going to share with you in this short training video is the secret sauce. Now, if there's any secret sauce out there that promises you success in your business, then I'm telling you right now that this is it. But before I move forward, I have a few house rules I need to announce. Number 1, I need you to stay focused. Now, I know that may sound weird, but if you're anything like me with 50,000 windows open on your browser, okay, maybe not 50,000 windows, but what I need you to do is I need you to close all your windows, close Facebook, YouTube, and everything, and even turn off your smartphone, because what you're about to learn is going to change everything, and you're going to thank me later. I promise you. Now, so you know, this is a free training that I will be taking down soon. So take lots of notes. Now, I want to let you know that your brain is going to grow during this training because you're going to get a lot of aha moments and you're going to hear ways of building your business that you was never taught before. But before I get into that, I really want to bust some myths really quick. Okay. Now, the first myth I want to bust is, people think that their, marketing is very hard. And after this training, you're going to say to yourself, man, I wish I had this training back when I started, because you're going to see how everything is going to come together, and the things that you was doing wrong that was stopping you from experiencing that floodgate of leads pouring into your business. Now, the second myth I want to bust is that you don't need to be a guru with a large list to make over 100K online. There are tons of people making 100K a year, 100K a month, and there are some people, believe it or not, that's making 100K a day. Now, myself, I haven't reached 100K a day yet, but I have had months to where I came close to 100K. Now, I'm not saying any of this to brag, but to let you know that it is possible for anyone to have these results. Now, I have an ethical bribe for you. I have a gift I want to give you just for sticking around. So stay around to the end of this training to get your free gift. And trust me, you will be happy you did. And plus, by sticking around, you're going to know the 3 things that you can do today that's going to turn your business around in 90 days. Now, really quick, I want to share with you who this training is truly for. Now, of course, this training is not for everyone. It's only for those who are serious about opening up the floodgates of leads to their business in 90 days. So now, if you are totally new, I have confidence that you will be able to set this system up to work for you, because this training is not designed for, marketing geeks, even though I consider myself a marketing geek. But I promise you this, that it's not going to be some overwhelming techie, salesy presentation. This is a simple 3-step training that is going to get you to where you want to be in just 90 days. Now, here is the big question most people are asking themselves, which is, why am I struggling in my business? Well, first off, it can be the lack of time you have to building your business, right? Because you may still be working a full-time job, and if you don't have a marketing system set up that does the work for you, which, by the way, I'm going to show you in just a minute, you will constantly struggle. Now, Another reason most people are struggling is due to information overload. There is so many different trainings out there that talks about Facebook traffic methods, how to do YouTube videos, or how to use social media to build your business and get a list and all that. And the list goes on. But I'm going to help you out and give you this powerful tip, which is go on an information diet. So many people are stuck in learning mode and not doing mode. They are trying to learn things that's not necessary yet. Like, you should not be looking at training videos on how to generate traffic if you don't know how to attract the right prospect first, which I'm going to show you all of that in this video. But I'm going to be honest with you. This was one of my biggest challenges. I was learning unnecessary training that didn't do anything for me, but left me stuck and confused. But when I went on an information diet, that's when everything changed in my business. So what I want you to do is I want you to learn on demand. I promise you, if you learn things as you need to learn them, you will get unstuck and move closer to building a successful business. Okay, so let's jump right into it. I want to talk about the top 3 things you need to focus on so that you can start generating a floodgate of leads to your business in 90 days. Now, the first thing you need to have is a clear strategy. Like most entrepreneurs, including myself, at one point, I just wanted to start driving my business with no direction. I had no clear blueprint on how to get to my desired destination. And entrepreneurs overlook this critical step that's needed to be successful. Because if you don't have a clear strategy, all you're doing is wasting time and getting frustrated. Trust me, I know this all too well. So let's look at the definition of the word strategy. Now, strategy means a plan of action or a policy to achieve a major or overall aim. Look at what it says here. It's a plan of action. So your plan first, then you take action. Okay, you don't just take action and with no plan. You have to plan first and then you take action. So now let's look at an easy way to creating a plan. Here is where you will be creating your blueprint, your very own roadmap to your desired destination. This is very important that you complete this step. Now, below this training video, you will be able to download this worksheet and others that I will be covering in just a minute so you can fill them out. So let me quickly walk you through this worksheet. Now, I'm not going to go too deep because I don't have the time. But if you look at the top left where you can see where it says your 3-year vision, this is where you want to start. In this section, I want you to write out what you want your life to look like in 3 years. And that goes for both your personal and business. Now, when you are writing out your vision, I want you to be very specific. Like, for an example, don't just say, I want to make more money or I want a new car. Instead, be very specific. Write down the exact amount you want to make and what year, make, and model of the car you want to drive. This will help your vision come to life. Trust me. Now, once you complete that, now I want you to write down your 1-year goals that will put you on track to your 3-year vision. Once you have your 1-year goals written down, move to your 90-day strategy. Now, your 90-day strategy is what you're going to do to hit your 1-year goal. Then lastly, you have this week's actions. Okay. Now, I hope that this is making sense because this is very important. This is a very important step. This is going to give you the exact steps you need to take to having a successful business. Now, what you're doing here is you're zooming out by starting with your end destination, which is, of course, is your 3-year vision. Then you're breaking it down into 4 sections: your 3-year vision, your 1-year goals, and then your 90-day strategy, and last, your right now actions. Now, by reverse engineering the process, you will have a clear strategy that is much needed to having a successful business online. Now, I just wanted to add this powerful tip here, which is creating positive habits. Now, since we are habitual people, we are consistently creating habits. Most times we are not aware of what we're doing as far as creating habits. And it is a proven fact that if you do something for 67 days straight, it will become a habit. So I created this sheet that I use to create one positive habit at a time. So download this sheet and print this sheet out and place one habit. And by the way, the habit that you should be creating should be a habit that is getting you closer to your 3-year goal. Now, also too, you'll see where you have every day that you complete your habit, just check off one day. So day 1, you check it off. Day 2, you check it off. Day 3, until you get to 67 days. Now, the second thing you want to focus on so that you can start a floodgate of leads pouring into your business is you want to focus on one targeted audience. Now, I know when I normally say this, I get people saying, but my product or my business opportunity is for everyone. And that may be true. But if you want to have a floodgate of qualified leads pouring into your business consistently and on autopilot, then you want to go narrow. And by narrow, I mean you want to focus on one target audience at a time. This is the number one mistake that I see a lot of network marketers make, which is they try to have a one message fits all. And if you have been using the one message fits all approach, then this is the very reason why you have not generated the leads you desire, because you're not hitting the 4 emotional buttons, which is very important. And I'll talk about that in just a minute. But before I get into the 4 emotional buttons, let's talk about identifying our ideal prospect, or what I call our ideal avatar. Now, what I'm going to cover here is very, very important, because we are going to identify our avatar. And what you're doing here is you're putting on your detective hat and you're doing your research and collecting information about your targeted audience. Now, most people will think that this is the most boringest part, but this is the most important part, because if you get this right, everything else is easy. Now, this worksheet will also be available for you to download. Now, let's go over this worksheet really quick so you can understand what you need to do. First, you want to give your avatar a name. I have 3 different avatars with 3 different names. Now, this may sound crazy, but trust me, it works, because by giving your avatar a name, this makes your avatar real. Now, I was reading a book by Jay Abraham, and there was a part in the book where he was talking about his client that had a meeting with a huge company that had a bunch of chain stores. And in this meeting, Jay Abraham's client was pitching his product to be sold. You know, he wanted to sell his product in the stores. And at the end of the presentation, the group said to Jay Abraham's client, "We think that this is a great fit for our store, but before we move forward, we need to run this by Susan." And so the guy was, who was pitching the product, he was like, "Oh, well, let's, speak to Susan. I'm here now, so let's get this over with so we can move forward." And the people that he was pitching the product to looked at him and said, "Well, no, Susan is our avatar." See, right there, that showed me that having a name for your avatar works. Now, once you have your name, then you want to continue doing your research and find out your avatar's age, location, income, and marital status. Now, once you have completed the demographic info, now you want to find out your avatar's psychographic information, like what interests them, what activities they do, what opinions, etc. Now, by doing this information, this is going to make it easier for you when it comes time for you to start running ads. Now, by completing this section, you will know who is your target audience and where they are hanging out. Now, I don't have the time to go over where to find your target audience in depth, but I use Facebook because they have a ton of information on your target audience. Now, I want to talk about the most powerful step in this section, which is what I call your avatar's 4 emotional buttons. Now, this worksheet will also be available for download. Now, what you're going to do here is find out what moves your avatar. So write out what your avatar's pains, fears, and then write down your avatar's goals and dreams. Now, by completing this worksheet, you will pretty much have all you need to start getting qualified leads, because you will have already completed your avatar's identity worksheet, so you know who they are and where they are hanging. And by completing this worksheet, you will know what moves them. So download this worksheet and fill in the 4 emotional areas. Now, the easiest way to do this is to survey people who fit your avatar's profile. Do not write guesses on this worksheet. Now, the last part of the 3 things you need to focus on generating, a floodgate of leads is creating a compelling message that connects with your avatar. Now, if you have completed the last 2 worksheets, this makes it easy to write a compelling message because you already know who they are and what moves them, etc. Now, do you see how easy this is when you have done the foundational work? Now, let's really quick define the word compelling. Compelling means evoking interest, attention, or admiration in a powerfully irresistible way. Now, when you have a compelling message that connects with your target audience, this is where the magic happens. And the only way to create a compelling message is, of course, to know your target audience, know who they are, where they're hanging, and know all 4 emotional buttons. Know their pains, fears, their goals, and dreams. Now, by having a compelling message that is geared towards the right audience puts you in another playing field, because now when you do go out and create content online, whether you're creating a YouTube video, posting on Instagram, or writing a blog post, your content is going to be more effective and attract qualified leads to you. Now, do you see how powerful this is and how this can change your business and get you to your desired destination? See, when you have the right audience, delivering them the right message on the right platform, then that's when you break open the floodgate of leads into your business. And so now you should be able to go out today and apply what you have learned in this training. Now, let me do a really quick recap of what we just covered. Now, we started off talking about having a clear action plan, and I showed you how to create your very own blueprint with the worksheet. Then we talked about going after one target audience at a time. And we also covered the importance of doing the research to finding your avatar's information. And by knowing this information, like who they are, where your avatar is hanging out, and what compels them, makes it a simple process when you go out and start advertising. Now, then the last thing we talked about was having a compelling message. And by having a compelling message that connects with your target audience or your avatar, makes it more powerful when you go out and create content. Now, remember, when you have the right audience, delivering them the right message on the right platform, then that's when you break open that floodgate of leads into your business. Now, so you understand that what I just covered in this training is how to generate a floodgate of leads to your business in 90 days or less. But if you're really serious about expanding your business and taking your income to the next level, then I want to offer you a chance to get what you need, which is an in-depth training of the whole process, step by step. Because what I shared with you in this training video was only 2 out of 5 steps to really maximizing your income, because generating leads is, of course, the first step, and it's very important, but turning those leads into cash and putting your business on autopilot is really what matters, right? So what I created here is my new training program called the Traffic Rules Blueprint Score Method, which I shared just a little bit of it in this training. Now, this training, I cover the whole process from the beginning to the end. Now, I go into specific details covering every step that is needed to having a successful business online. Now, I know that this training that I'm offering you is not for everybody. This training is only for those serious individuals who's looking to generate qualified leads and has a burning desire to be successful. Now, if you're still watching this video, then obviously you're serious and you're ready. So now let me cover what you will be learning in the Traffic Rules Blueprint Score method. Now, in lesson 1, I will teach more about creating your strategy, going more in depth about being specific and having an action plan. Then also in lesson 1, I will cover the importance of being congruent. Now, being congruent is a true game changer, and I didn't have the time to cover this in this training video because I didn't want this video to be too long. Now, in lesson 2, it's collection of data. Now, in this lesson, I teach in depth on building a solid profile of your avatar. I also teach you how to do market research and how to attract non-stop qualified leads that turn into cash that will hound you because you will stand out from your competitors, because I will show you how to create a USP. Now, if you don't know what a USP is, no worries, trust me, it's good. Now, in lesson 3, which is how to organize your lead flow. Now, in this lesson, I really go in depth because I will teach you how to create a basic funnel. So whether you're generating traffic using free methods or you're driving paid traffic, it's mandatory to drive them to your funnel. Now, you will, of course, learn how to create a funnel. Then I will cover how to nurture your prospects when they get into your funnel, like how to write compelling emails, what to say in your emails, etc. Now, in lesson 4 is the rules of traffic. This is all about driving traffic. Here I will share with you what traffic methods I'm using so you can turn around and use the same traffic methods to ramp up your business. Now, in the last session is the evaluate the process, which I will teach you how to make sure your funnel is working effective. So as you can see, the Traffic Rules Blueprint Score method is packed with 5 powerful lessons that will change your business forever. And it will not only open up the floodgate of leads into your business, but it will also show you exactly how to turn those leads into cash and put your business on autopilot. Now, if I was getting paid by the hour for creating this powerful training, I could easily charge $7,500 for this training if I had to do a live seminar. But since I'm not doing it live, I'm not going to charge you $7,500. Now, before I reveal the price to you, I'm going to sweeten the deal. If you get this training today, I'm going to throw in 5 live bonus training sessions going over each lesson. Now, during this live training sessions, you will be able to ask me your question on each lesson, because my goal is to make sure you understand and are implementing each step. So in 90 days from the day you start, your business will be generating leads and turning those leads into cash. Now, this bonus that I'm giving you is valued at $750, but you will get that totally free. Also, if you get this training today, I'm going to add a second bonus, which is the Quantum Leap method, where I show you how to grow your income in your business fast by sharing my secret traffic source. And so this bonus training is valued at $197, which you will also get for free. So just in bonuses, you're getting $947 worth of training for free. Now, just to recap of what you will get today when you purchase the Traffic Rules Blueprint Score method, you will get the powerful 5-step training. And like I mentioned, if I was to do this training live at a seminar, I can charge $7,500. Plus, you're going to get 5 live training sessions with me, which is valued at $750. And you're also going to get my Quantum Leap method that is valued at $197. Now, like I just mentioned just a minute ago, just the bonuses alone are valued at $947. So if I charge you $997 today, I think you will be getting a great deal. But as you can see here, I have the price at $497 plus $47 a month. But here's what I'm going to do. Remember that gift I promised you earlier in this training? Well, here it is. I'm going to cover the $497 one-time fee, plus I'm going to change the $47 monthly fee to just $47 one time today. Now, this offer is only for 5 days, and this is not some marketing scare tactic. This price will rise after 5 days because, trust me, I know the value of this training, but I also understand that not everyone has $497. So I wanted to give everyone a chance to get this training because I know what it's going to do for your business. Also, to give you peace of mind, I'm going to give you my 45-day hardcore, no question asked money back guarantee. If in 45 days you feel like this training is not for you, then just contact me and I will give you 100% of your money back, no questions asked. So now you have two choices. You can keep doing what you've been doing and getting the same results, or you can get the traffic rules blueprint score method today for only $47 by clicking the link below and learn the exact steps needed to not only generate a floodgate of leads, but also turn those leads into cash and take your business to the next level. So click the link below now and get this powerful training for only $47 today before the price goes up. Trust me, it will. Okay, I'll talk to you on our first live training session.